Mitrulara, Bandhulara, welcome to South Asia Maps. Your presenter, Dr. Reddy. In this education channel, I would like to share my 4.5 decades of passion with Bhumata, geography, culture, and heritage, and also recently global systems. We are continuing with our Israeli series, Israel Palestine series, and we have identified around about 40 or so geographic, physiographic regions. I combine each five or six a bundle, and I'm giving an overview initially. Here I call this broader region Galilee region here, part G here, and that includes the Hula Valley and Khorazim Plateau region, Lake Tiberias, also called Sea of Galilee or Kinneret, and Golan Heights, and Jordan Valley, and Gwar or West Bank and East Bank regions. And Mithranam and all these presentations you can find at South Asia Maps JRD Education channel. There are more than 850 or so on diverse fields you can learn and enjoy. Excuse me. And this is again the bird's eye view of what the Israel series topics I am presenting. And here I have put round about 26 and more will come later. And here we are at part Z, geographic region. You see all those 40 were combined into 8 bundles or so. We are exploring bundle G here is a 48. And as you are aware, understanding the physiographic maps which give more idea about the terrain, plateaus, plains, and water bodies gives better understanding rather than two-dimensional standard politico-administrative maps. And here I have put all these 39 or 40 or so in one place so that you can have at one place all these regions and at one place and we'll be exploring them. Excuse me for my allergies. And further, after this initial presentation, what I will do is I will take you to various physiographic maps and try to reconcile what we discussed so that you will have a better understanding and appreciation of the Mother Earth, the Bhumata. Israel, West Bank, Gaza Strip region, essentially the historic British mandatory Palestine existed post World War I from 1928 to 48. And 31, there is a Hula Valley. This is the Hula Valley. This is the Lebanon region. And this is the Bekaa Valley will be here. And Litani River will be here, Bekaa Valley. And this is the Mount Hermon, one of the is a border between Syria, Lebanon, and Israel. Very high mountains, nearly 2 kilometers or so above the mean sea level. South of it, the headwaters of the Jordan River comes here. That is called Hula Valley region. This is the Hula Valley region. And south of Hula Valley, the river cuts to a plateau region, a little bit upland region that is called Khorazim Plateau. I put Hula Valley here and excuse me, Khorazim Plateau here. And the river falls into Lake Galilee. This is the freshwater lake, and whereas the Dead Sea is a saltwater lake. And the Sea of Galilee and post 1967 war or 6 day war between Israel and other belligerent Arab nations, Israel conquered a lot of areas like Sinai Peninsula and so on, and finally it returned them. It kept the Golan Heights for strategic region. That's why understanding the physiography will give you deeper understanding of the socio-political, economic situations in the ground level. So this is the Golan Heights, and it is a part of Israel, de facto part of Israel, and de jure part of Israel. And this the Jordan River comes here. This is the Jordan Valley. And during the British Palestine mandatory period, Jordan Valley has a western part and eastern part. Because if you take the Jerusalem as the major administrative headquarters of the British mandatory Palestine, this side of the river, so called Cis in the Latin word. Across the river, across the Jordan River is called trans next to it. So this is the cis, this is the trans. The British has given this spot to the Sheriff of Makkah's son, Abdullah, and made it a country called at the time Transjordan. This is now is called Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. Hashem is the forefather of these sultans who ruled that the Makkah Medina region during the Ottoman Empire time. So the Golan Heights, then the Jordan Valley, this is the Jordan Valley and Galilee. It's also had different names, Goar region and so on. So it is the West Bank, this is the West Bank, this is the West Bank. Now West Bank is essentially Judea, Samaria regions, Jenin, Nablus, Ramallah, Jericho and all those. East Bank is Amman and Ibrid and all those regions. And the Hussein, the king of Jordan, used to control it and he has given it to Palestinians. And so there is a sort of geopolitical entity, Palestine, that control this region. So we'll see that here in the maps. So what we are looking is this region essentially. So your starting point will be the Lake Galilee here. You can see the plateau region, Khorazim plateau region. Here you can see the Hula Valley here. And you can see the this is the Becca Mount, this is Lebanon and anti-Lebanon mountains, and this is the Litani River here, Becca Valley here, and this is the Mount Hermon. This is the body. You can see the Mount Hermon there, and very high mountains in this region, and that's different from Mount Meron. That is within the geographical boundaries of in this region, uh, Upper Galilee. That is called. So that's the one, and we'll see Galilee region and Golan Heights here. Golan Heights is a Rukad river that is a tributary of the Yarmouk River. And here I am trying to show that region, this is the Upper Galilee region. You can see the Bekaa Valley in the Lebanon, and this is the Litani River, and this is the anti-Lebanon mountains, Lebanon mountains. You can see around about 1800 or so meters. You can see this is the Mount Hermon. Even I think it should be little more, yeah, 2000. That means 2 kilometers about mean sea level. Whereas you compare the Mount Meron, that will be only round about little more than a kilometer or so. Mount Meron should be in this area. Yeah, that Mount Meron in this area. So this is the Golan Heights here, Rukad River, and the Yarmouk River. Yarmouk River is the tributary of Jordan. So this is the Jordan River. This is the west bank. This is the east bank, and Khorazim Plateau. You can see the plateau region. This is the basin. How much you can see the height around about 68 meters or so. Whereas in the Khorazim Plateau, you should be little higher. You can see 150 meters or so. Whereas Lake Tiberias is the below mean sea level. You see minus 216 meters below the mean sea level. So it's a very deep lake. Eventually, the river Jordan falls into the Dead Sea. Dead Sea at one point is around about 400 meters, 416 meters below the mean sea level. The lowest point on the planet Earth, that's important. This is the Rukad River and Jordan River. And we can see the same thing in a different map. We have to always start with a particular landmark. So this is the Haifa, this is the Carmel Mountains, Lake Galilee, Yevanil Basin, this is the Yarmouk River. You can see the Yarmouk River. This is the Rukad River. And this you can see the plateau region, Khorazim Plateau. And you can see this is the Golan Heights. It belonged to Syria before, and now it's an integral part of, you can see Litani River. So this is the Hermon Mountains. And the Yarmouk River is very important because previously this region was controlled by the Romans, later Byzantines. The Muslims challenged them after the rise of Islamic imperialism imposed on the pagan Arab population. And Rashidun Caliphate waged a major Ghazwa battle at Battle of Yarmouk during the time of Rashidun Khalifa Umar. And that means this land eventually was Islamized and eventually Arabized also. That means native cultures, languages, religions were replaced under different hegemonistic dominant ideas under religious banner. So that's the Yarmouk, a salient point you can keep in mind. And in the next presentation, we can see this also here. This map gives more. You can see Mount Meron, that is within the Israel Galilee region, that is around about 1,000 meters or so, 1 kilometer, Galilee River. You can see Hula Valley, Khorazim Plateau here. Yarmouk, fascinating river here. You can see the west bank, you can see the east bank, you can see the Mount Hermon there very clearly. This is the Golan Heights, Mount Hermon, and that is the Bekaa Valley. You can see between the anti-Lebanon mountains and Lebanon mountains, Bekaa Valley. Here, Mount Hermon, this is the one. Israel doesn't control it, but a part of it is close to that one. And so that's what I talked today about the Galilee region. In the next presentation, we'll be looking at the Judea and Samaria regions and Cephala, Piedmont regions. And Mitranam, thank you very much joining me today. I appreciate if you can post any of your comments or questions or additions to this. Your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, South Asia.